Go around the rise, say. Mama Seta. Ashite vibrations. Every baka. May your mind, bucks, and souls be old. May your omens be sound. May your buckas be leavened off ground. When we keep to the breath, to the earth, to the moth, earth, to the Seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you old. Ayan Ma, Ayezra, Elai, say El, say I, Christ or a chaplain, Tata, Amen Ra. I am truth awareness, true talk. Can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'el, that's intelligence, Amenology, to Angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1842. Go to Google, go to Apple, download the Mathorian Kagadora app. Search for Kagadora. Should be the first on the list. You'll see this logo. All right, that's the Kagadora. Google or Apple, download it. Go to Jesus.com. Sign up. Be a part of the Raise the Rise Ra. You get your iBucket to Omen. You get the Mathorian Kagadora file. You get access to the Erectionary, where we're growing sound logic. You get access to the iBucket to Omen. It's important to know. You need to get covered. You need your insurance before you think you're going to erect yourself. I don't consent to draconian state. Hashtag that in your post. Thought spore that spawns intelligence. That of fungi.org. Your mental health is directly connected to your etheric compass. Solarization. Get retethered to Baal. Erectionary, because the words of the dictionary die your erection. And we're expanding our Ta'angodu because we speak motion. This is the crypto shit shower update for Ray 1842. As we started off the video, I had it on the screen here on Bitcoin. Moved it to the daily. So you can see the sideways chop chop. You can see the sideways chop chop. I wonder what they're getting ready for. I wonder what they got cooking, because we know when they go sideways, they got crab on the table. They got crab meat. Let's go check this out. I'm going to show you guys something here. So you just continue to watch those videos. Every day is a new link. We're at 1842. Okay, so today is a 6 on the Gematria. Alright? So 6 is a big number in the draconian world. Right? Now you have Shu-Ah. So the movement of breath is happening today. Alright? So we're starting to get into high numbers. And some people are holding, some alts are doing very, very well. It's time to start looking to definitely make sure you take your profits. But those with Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're not going anywhere. Why? Because all of the leaves and the branches, which are the altcoins, are gathering nutrients. Okay? Psychologically, it's much easier for people to investing things that they can get more quantity of. All right? We become like little kids that value 100 pennies more than that dollar bill. All right? So we like to hold shit coins. So anyways, all the shit coins are about to get flushed. And when that flush down the toilet occurs, that sump tank is Bitcoin. Okay, so that's how Bitcoin can get its money that it needs to shoot back up. Okay, we got to consider this, people, because today is the 6th. Okay, this is on Kagadora time. Okay, on your time, remember that they were a couple of days ahead by number. So now we're on the 6th day of the week, and I think it's the 8th today. If I can, yeah, November the 8th. Okay, so we got 6th and we got 8th. Okay, so tomorrow, so you have to realize tomorrow, Sunday, okay, is going to be 7. It's going to be thinking breath. So this means we're going to be getting new intelligence coming in. Okay, the breath is bringing in thought, ta'a. Okay, but on the calendar, you're going to have a reverse 9/11. Okay, you're going to have November, which is 11, and then you're going to have 9. Okay, so we got to recognize that they only have one number, and that's number 1. All the other numbers they use as masks. Okay, but all their power goes to the 1. Okay, and I already said that it's actually a minus symbol. Okay, the 1 shouldn't be erect because they're not erect beings. Okay, they're flat, they're dead. Okay, so it should be laying down, the minus. But we'll get to that. All right, so what I'm getting at is Tuesday is the end of this turn, which would be like saying it's the end of a month. Okay, it's ending on a 9. Okay, it's on Ba'a, so that's the spirit of breath. Okay, and then the next day after that, we're heading into the last turn of 2025, meaning the last turn that the Gregorian calendar is going to be parallel to. Okay, because after that, you guys are also going to be in a new year, but we would have been more than 90 days or 90 rays into our new ring. Okay, so you got to see what's happening on this next 45 days here. Okay, because we're going to end up around Christmas time seeing triple eight, double eights to a triple eight. Okay, so what I'm getting at is what I'm hoping for all the holders out there is that this is what I see happening. Okay, like I told you before, they used the weekend to bounce around and allow the markets to recover. Okay, so that's happening. Sideways movement is still considered recovery, especially when they're not all the way down here. Okay, so to me it looks like they're getting higher lows, at least for now. Okay, day's not over. Okay, but in order for Bitcoin or the alts, see, there are some alts, I'm not going to mention their names, but some people are making some good little runs right now. Okay, and so what's going to happen is before Bitcoin goes all the way up, it has to get that money. The baton has to be passed to Bitcoin from the alts. Okay, and so the alts are not just going to drop for no reason. Bitcoin also has to show an appearance of going down. Okay, so today's 1842, it's a Saturday. Okay, let's hope for some more sideways up movement, meaning that your alts can continue to accumulate. Okay, so in order for the alts to accumulate, Bitcoin also has to go up. Okay, Bitcoin also has to go up. So that way people can believe that the markets are going to go up. So the alts are going to follow. Okay, so I expect Bitcoin to go up a little bit, enough for the alts to have reason to go up and cause people to buy. Okay, tomorrow is the 7th. You got to also consider on Sunday it becomes Monday after 8 o'clock because China, I'm not too sure how much hours difference, maybe 12 hours difference, I don't know, but they're a day ahead. Okay, their calendar is a day ahead. Okay? So, all these things considered, Monday is going to be an 8. Okay? So, the load is being delivered. 9, the load is received. Okay? So, you have to expect Bitcoin to max out, to top out wherever it is. It's going to be a top. And if we are getting Ether here on a Tuesday, perhaps the Wednesday being the first ring the first ray of turn 42. This is going to be on a Wednesday. This is number 1. Okay, so on Wednesday, the Ether is going to be beginning again. You got that? So this could be when they can reverse the market. You got that? So meaning if they blow a load, they got to go either up or down to qualify for a reversal. Doesn't matter the direction, they just have to have a direction. You can't have sideways movement and then go up and say it's a reversal, or go down and say it's a reversal. It's just a direction at that point. Okay? So I explained to you that they need that device called the midweek reversal. That is part of their conduits of deception. They have to have that stable. Even if I've seen them skip a midweek reversal, right? But then the following Wednesday, they reverse the market, right? And I also said they can do it between Tuesday and Thursday and still qualify it as a midweek reversal. You just have to watch the direction of the market, watch the middle of their Gregorian calendar, and then utilize this calendar to see how important or impactful that can be. Okay, so when we are looking at a situation, when it is the first of the turn, that's a big energy transition. Okay, so the Ether is doing something. So you have to know that these Draconians are going to respond to that. They're going to utilize that opportunity. Okay, to me, it's not a manipulation, but to you or anybody who might not be aware, who doesn't have access to the Kagadora and don't think in sound logic, then that's how you can get duped. All right, so I don't really need to go on anymore. Like I said, Ture is a 6. It's Shua. Okay, so the movement of breath is happening. So that means you have to go today and move breath. So whatever you need to do besides look at crypto, now you have the breath to do. You have to put energy into whatever you're doing. Okay, tomorrow we're receiving thought. Okay, tomorrow we're receiving thought. Okay, so before Bitcoin can go up, it needs to get money from the alts and it needs to go down. Right, so it needs to start going down first before it can get the money from the alts. Okay, then it will go down and then it will go back up. Okay, where is it going to go when it goes down? Well, if it went to 99 last time, it touched 98. Okay, then we could expect it to probably go to right here, 94. Okay, they can flash down to 94, people. Okay, and so all the profits that, that are being made, it's going to be wiped out. Okay, you can see a lot of the coins right now are sitting at support. A lot of them. Ether at support. Bitcoin at support. Okay, so what I'm telling you for now, I am hoping it doesn't go down now. It actually goes up like I told you. This is the best scenario for everybody. Okay, because either that, you're not making any ground. Right? Because what they're doing is to just keep going down lower, 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 and they're only going up to support, their last support. Okay, so there's no money being made, people. Unless you're just getting in the money at the bottom of the drop and then you're cashing at support, you're not making any money, but you're getting caught at support. Okay, because it goes above support and then it hangs around, goes sideways, and then it drops you back down again. Okay, so I'm trying to get us out of that cycle. That's why you guys have to invest in my vision. Okay, you have to like, share, comment. You got to think about the things that I'm saying. That's the investment that you need. It's not really a monetary thing, it's an energy thing. I need money so I can build, so I can have a better broadcast and ability to, secure my message. Okay, that's what the money is for, right? To buy things from Draco, right? Like websites. I had to shut PMLSS down and move it to Jesus.com because I just don't have the technical knowledge and ability to deal with all this shit. And it seems that these bots keep attacking my sites and deleting files and shit like that. So I'm not playing that game. Okay, I need money and I need to be able to get somebody that knows how to program to do this shit, because apparently they tell you AI, everything. But AI is not going to help you build no website the way they think they want you to believe by all their commercials. Okay, it's all bullshit, people. It's all bait and switch trap. Okay, it's all a bait and switch trap. So you got to acknowledge that's what crypto is. It's definitely not a blockchain. It's not an umbrella that you can hold, okay, for financial protection and think it's going to protect the shithead. You understand, people? Doesn't have any, you're just holding a stick. There's no barra, there's no umbrella. Okay, there's just, you scratching your head, you wiping that shit off your head. Right? Like you don't know. Not, like the original emotion. Okay? You got this, people? You got this, buckers? All right, so I'm hoping, like I said, it keeps going up today, 42. It goes up tomorrow. It might drop a little bit. China, Asia, whatever market might drop it, Monday morning, which is 8 o'clock Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. But Monday, I'm hoping that they shoot the market up. Right? I'm hoping that they shoot the market up. And I'm hoping that on number 9 on Tuesday, they can cash, right? They can cash, or they could even continue to go up, go sideways, and then cash on the Wednesday, like I said, is the first ray of Ring 42. Okay, because then we would have, like I told you at the beginning of the week, and it's happening. Okay, it's happening. I told you they have an opportunity to have a good 6 days of up. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're ending that 6th day today. Okay, so I'm hoping, because I said expectation, it's going to be tough to go against 7, 8, 9. They're not. This is the weekend, people, right? So that's their excuse for not pushing any liquidity into the markets, right? And so this is going to be 100% manipulation right now. You're going to see the power of their simulation. Okay, because they're going to move the markets around however they want to on the weekend, which is now. Okay, so I'm hoping that they're trying to fish and bait. Okay, and they keep going sideways up, allow the altcoins to accumulate, then they can take it all away on Wednesday. That would give us another 1, 2, 3 more days of up accumulation. Okay, 3 more days. All right. Yes, they're going to go down a little bit. They'll go up, down $1,000. That's nothing. Okay, that's just normal behavior. Okay, I don't want them to go break support. I don't want Bitcoin to fall below where it is right now, below 99. Okay, because then, like I said, there's nothing. There's nothing. And all they're doing is creating an oscillation. They're taking what they're giving it. Like there's no power, there's no strength. Right? And I told you, it's because they're dealing with these, we're in 8s. Okay, the markets are going to have a hard time. I don't care what stories. I already told you my theory. In order for them to get back in control, Bitcoin has to be worth more than the number value of my raise. That's what I told you, people. Okay, and the Gregorian calendar, all you need is $8. That's it. You need 8. I'm not kidding you. The market has to be more than $8 value for them to manipulate. Now that the Cagadora is here, and we are at 1841, and by May of 2026, we would be at Ray 225. And as soon as we get into 226, 227, and so on and so on and so on, each of these days represent a year, people. They use this system so that they can go back in time, people, and then they can reconjure what happened then and bring it into now, people. Because I've erected this Cagadora, people, you know humanity? You know what's happening for humanity, people? That no God, no devil, no demon, nobody has done before me, people, is I've put us ahead. Okay, I put it so that only the future can exist. I'm going to show this to you now. Okay, I'm going to show this to you now. Okay, I brought it up, so I got to explain. I hope the battery doesn't die, but I'm going to prove something to you right now. Okay? This is another reason I need some support. I need some equipment. Okay, I need some equipment. Okay, so right here, I don't have the exact date, but assuming this is April and that's May, that this corresponds with days right here. Okay? I'm not going to get into the technical. I'll make a special video and I'll have everything, dots, T's, and everything ready. But for right now, I'm proving what I'm talking about. Okay? So let's just say May the 31st, which I know it's not, becomes 2025. Okay? So 2025 would have been last year. So the only thing they could conjure up right on these days is what happened in these years. Okay, I already explained to you. I'm going to prove my theory this between November the 27th and December the 2nd. I will guarantee you, unless the Draconians have submitted, okay, they are going to try to pull off a civil war situation. Okay, because Donald Trump on 1807, he used that to announce the Insurrection Act of, I'm going to leave it where that is, the Insurrection Act of 1807. Okay, so out of that Insurrection Act, that 1807, what happened was on 1607 or 1867, the Civil War actually broke out. Okay, they actually had a civil war. Okay, they actually had a civil war. And so what I'm trying to get at is when our calendar hits 1867, which is, 25 days away, then they have an opportunity to use that power, use that energy to recall that situation. Okay? But when we get up to 2026 and 2027, we wouldn't have had a year 2027 yet. We wouldn't have had a year 2028 yet. We wouldn't have had a year 2029. I told you, I'm in control of this shit. On the etheric plane, I've already killed Kronos. Mothra is taking over. Okay? Kronos is dead, people. I keep telling you. You don't understand because it's coming from me. Right? You want it to come from somebody that God anoints. Well, I'm not anointed from God. I'm anointed by Ra. Okay, I'm anointed by what you call Mother Earth, which I call Ortara. Okay, Ba'am and Ortara. Okay, I have so much names I'm forgetting because I'm constantly naming shit. Okay, I'm the one in the Garden of Eden re-fucking naming shit for us people. Okay, I'm correcting, I'm recalibrating, I'm making a sound calibration. I'm forcing science and all of your institutions to start talking about frequency and sound. Okay, and I can guarantee, because you can go back to when I started pushing sound logic 5 years ago. Okay, even before I got my brand like what it is right now, I've been pushing this shit. Okay, and you can see everything is starting to talk about sound this, sound that. Okay, because they have to wear a mask. But the bottom line is they don't come from sound. So they got to wait for me to do it. Then they come out with it because they don't know how I got there. Okay, because they're not from where I'm from. They're not from sound. Okay, so this is a beautiful situation. We're free. Or I should say we are not free, because free is Feld continuance, Feld Ra entity. Okay, that's what free is. We're not feld. We're just raw entities. We're re. Okay, so the May the 1st, whatever, blah blah blah, 2026. Right, we're gonna be on 2026. So we're gonna have a 2026 on a 2026. Okay, we're gonna have a one. We're gonna have a ma'a. Okay, and then we're gonna have a 2027 the next day. Okay, so if you're a visionary like me, okay, I'm going to be aligning and setting up the future generations, and we are truly living in the now. Okay, time is going to disappear like you have not ever imagined. Okay, because we would literally be in the future. Okay, like when, just imagine this. Okay, so when we reach year 2027, okay, when we reach the year 2027, okay, we are going to be 360 days plus 2160. Let me just see here for a sec. Okay, this is a long video, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so we're going to be add 360 to 2160. That's 2520. Okay, do you understand that when it within less than a year and a half or whatever, we're going to be in the year 2520. You guys don't understand that. They told you in the Bible, but they exaggerated it. I'm the one who brought, remember they told you in the Bible every day is like 1,000 years. Remember this, go get your Bible. Okay, go get your Bible and go look at my works. There's so much scripture about the shit that I'm doing. Okay, but I'm doing it. And half the shit I don't even realize I do it until I look at it and say, holy shit. Okay, but this is a holy shit moment. Because we're going to be by 2027, their magical date. Okay, their magical date. Okay, we're going to be at 2520. So if we're only at 2025, imagine being at 2,520. Right? So we're going to be like 500 years in advance. This is how technology and everything has to keep up with this Kagedora. So how are the Draconians going to keep up with this Kagedora if I'm in charge of this Kagedora and they are blocking me from bringing humanity to where I want it to sound? Right? This is what I'm talking about, people. There's a lot of shit happening that I'm involved in, that I'm doing. It's a war happening, and I'm really doing a lot of this etheric shit that you guys want to give credit to Palladians and all this bullshit. It's fucking me and the people that are supporting me. Okay, so you guys got to be appreciating the people that are supporting me, because that is the primary reason why I'm able to keep going. You understand this? Okay, so we got to recognize and realize everybody that holds this gives this more power, more validity, more credit. I already told you, they go by it. They wish I was a demon like them. They wish I can give this to Jehovah or go give this to Allah. Or no, I give this to Ra, because Ra gave this to me. Okay, Ra gave this to me. So why am I going to go give this to any other fucking bullshit? Okay, you got to be kidding me, people. What they want me to say, oh, Jesus gave me my strength. No,